Hey there, Gemini community. How's it going? Soul Tigress here with a story for this amazing community. Let's get an introduction into the energy and what's going on with Gemini in the moment. Oh yeah, before I get started, happy birthday, Geminis. All right, ancestors, angels, spirit guides, what would like to come out for this wonderful community? What is it that needs to be spoken in this introduction? Something we don't see. There's an inner journey. I'm going to pull one from the Chakra Oracle because this one fell towards it. This is going to be throat chakra. Isolation. Maybe this goes with the overlooked. Gemini feels overlooked and isolated in something that they're working on. Is it something that they could not be speaking up about? All right, so let's continue on. I'm going to be taking some water breaks here and there because Gemini community, you are so important. You are the first thing on my list today to take care of. All right. And let's see. What I have is stripping the illusions. Stripping the illusions that have been built up in this Gemini's home. And I like to refer to this home because we have the feathers, we have the sun, and we have the moon as our sacred space inside. These illusions have been a burden. This Gemini could be working a lot on their own, they feel like. Or maybe they feel like they're the only ones who feel like this. What I have is creativity. Could be getting creative on how to feel your emotions. And when you start feeling your emotions, you start to produce some growth. Notice the leaves at the bottom, the vine at the bottom. Grounding yourself out and filling your cups of emotions. A lot of people will try and make you feel a certain way because that fits their goals. And Geminis are very smart. And when that starts to happen, Geminis will push back sometimes. Just depends on who they are dealing with. But I've also seen Geminis put up with a lot from the ones that they love. All right, so let's get some to come out for the present. What would like to come out for the Gemini's community present? So first thing that we don't see is a Seven of Swords. And that Seven of Swords lands under stripping the illusions. I feel like Gemini's really handling a lot. And then I have the Prince of Staves. Prince of Staves lands all the way over here by the Oracle cards. And this Prince of Staves is looking on the isolation. Maybe a young Gemini has learned to deal with this. And learned to deal with this. And learned to deal with this. But the results of this Gemini growing up is feeling like they're out on their own. Because I have the Seven of Swords and the Prince all looking at isolation. All right, and as I said, that was 10:10 on the time. So Prince of Staves fell towards the Shamanic Healing. So let's see what the clarity card it wants from there. What clarity card needs to come for this Prince of Staves? I think I called it the Prince of Swords. And what I have is masculine energy that falls directly onto that. And this masculine energy, what I'm hearing, because it does come like this, I don't always read my oracles in reverse, but what I feel with this card for the clarity is they're stuck. Gemini is stuck in this isolation. They're stuck not being able to make this situation a little bit different. All right, what is the next card that would like to come out? There we go. For the present for the Gemini community. There we are. Looking out. When we're looking out onto that ideal feeling, that ideal happiness, that ideal outcome. Because Gemini doesn't feel like they've reached it yet. I've put in the work. I've even put in the work by myself. But something is still the same. And it's been the same since they've been younger. Can I get a clarity card for the Three of Staves? I would like to just get a little bit more clarity. There we go. So I have the Magician here. And the Magician also lands on that Three of Swords. This is all to clarify that Three of Staves. What I feel like is whatever the situation that this Gemini is dealing with, they feel like they don't matter to it. Whether it's work, whether it's a certain family member, whether it's a partner. And because they feel like they don't matter to it, how their feelings, how the situation affects them, how the situation has created so many illusions around. At the end of the day, Gemini tries so hard, but they don't feel like the situation reciprocates. If anything, I would feel like the situation would be like, that's your fault that you got all this in here. You shouldn't have expected any more. What I hear is reaction. When I was saying that, reaction. So what I'm going to interpret from that is this situation capitalizes on Gemini's reaction, or could this situation be very reactive to anything? And Gemini may feel like they're very reactive to them, but I would point it back as that's just the way that this energy is. All right, and right here I have the Sacrifice. It doesn't look like Chariot, but number 7 is the Chariot card. I felt like this energy did not help nurture Gemini. This energy did not help Gemini go to their full potential. Did not help Gemini reach the destinations that Gemini is still dreaming about. Maybe Gemini holds back on traveling or doing a lot of things that they want to do because of the illusions that have been created around this situation. Maybe feeling like if I go and I have fun, what are the repercussions of that? And what I would say is this energy would, if they're really upset at what you do and the success that you bring in, it's because they're insecure at the success that they haven't achieved yet. the success that they maybe thought one time that they could achieve. Maybe it's the success that they always thought was out of their reach. Something else that we don't see. Wisdom, which is just the High Priestess. And this High Priestess, when she is in upright, she is the most lovable, giveable, balanced. This is like divine feminine energy. This energy will have a lot of mercy, a lot of compassion, a lot of acceptance. What I feel like, and actually a dream just popped back into my mind. What I feel like is, what I've seen in this dream is that Gemini spends time with this energy. And even know that they know that this energy is going to be cray-cray or acting crazy in the next 30 minutes. Before that 29 minutes is up, they got a little bit of moment of peace with them. They got to almost feel like there was a nurtured sense. But what Gemini isn't seeing is that's them doing it all themselves. That's literally Gemini creating those peace moments and them not realizing, them just thinking that it was just a fluke of luck that moment came in. And I'm just going to kind of like move slow, kind of not bump anything so that I don't disturb this other energy when this other energy is already disturbed. Ancestors and spirit guides specifically, what messages can you bestow through the chakra oracle deck to help out the Gemini with this block, with this sense that they have to dull their shine? Root chakra, soulmate. Soulmates come in as friends. They could be co-workers. They could be romantic partners. They can be friends. I feel like Gemini has a lot of soul tribe around them. That's at a different level than this High Priestess energy in reverse. Getting down with your soul tribe. Talking with that soul tribe. Seeing how these birds of a feather, like this Gemini, see them. Don't always reflect on how this negative energy takes and is very unforgiving and is merciless. All right, so we have heart chakra, gossip. All right. Oh, nope. 2 more cards. What is it? All right, last 2 here. So remember that throat chakra? You're in isolation? Okay. Guess what? Guess what, Gemini community? Ancestors, angels, your spirit guide says, it's time to come out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Going to let it show. I'm coming. Look at the wisdom. Look at the wisdom. Look at how these people look up to this other person. Gemini, own who you are. You work hard. You've been going. You got caught up since a young age with this energy or these type of energies. Now it's time to strip out those illusions and how these energies have always been capitalizing on you. Or in a way, how you've let them capitalize on you just to deal with them. You don't have to deal with them. Anybody who treats you wrong, you don't have to deal with. You don't. The last card that comes, that Gemini didn't see, that vanity landed on. This is beautiful. This is the first time I'm seeing this card from this deck. Root chakra.